Welcome back to Aquatics Live YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and all that jazz. So I got the updates here. I got some updates coming. I got the battery finally installed in the Rover. I'm also going to talk about the my RV build. But before I get into all that stuff, I finally hit 100K subscribers. I probably a unique system in my channel, or unique setup that most of my subscribers came from the YouTube short side. So it's a completely different deal of like how many watch hours and stuff you got. I'm probably one of the few channels that made it up to 100K. Well, I'm just not even monetized yet. I'm just finally getting monetized at 100K. So it's quite a big achievement for me. So I'm super excited to kind of be moving along in my YouTube area. So I do have a surprise to kind of show you guys. I have a new sticker that I want to show. Coming up after I talk about the Rover, I'm going to talk about the stickers some more. So I have a giveaway for them. I'm going to give away stickers to the first folks that come in and get them. And then after that, I'm essentially putting them up for sale, but with a discount code, so you get them for the same price that I'm paying for the stickers and shipping. So you're just paying for the cost to get them to you. So that'd be pretty cool too. So let me get into showing you the Rover build real quick, and then we'll jump back in and get you the sticker codes. And then right after that, I'll be showing you the current status of my Boondocker RV setup. It's been years since I've shown you in there, and I got some updates coming for that soon, so I want to kind of show you where it's at now and what I plan to do. So to get these, get the battery mounted in there, there's a mounting frame up in here and on both ends here, and this is the setup for that. It's a pretty unique deal as far as this. I guess it's not that advanced, but the problem with this is you kind of have to think into the future what your plans are as you're building. So that's my current setup. So the control board's going to go in here, and there's a power supply module that's going to go in here as well. And then we of course have the covers and stuff to start building. But this is a pretty big milestone to get this mounted in here. This thing is really solid. The weight on it now it compresses the springs a little bit. So it's pretty sweet setup now. And I almost forgot to talk about this part of it yet. So the on here, I've modified the frame slightly. I put these double wide bars on here on the front and back. This isn't just to make it look a little better. The deal is that I want to be able to mount a pull bar on here to hook up to a bicycle. So that's kind of why the exercise bike is in the frame here a bit. I've been kind of measuring things out. Yeah, it'll go to the back wheel probably and have bars coming up on each side. But I've been looking at other ways to mount it as well. Anyway, but that kind of plays into the whole deal is the cover for it will go onto these first rack here. And then I have the outside rails on these open. And besides the way I have it mounted, the cover's also going to bolt into the battery cage and here. So that'll also stabilize how this is mounted together. But these are kind of a bit unique, is that I made these mounting blocks for this. This took quite a bit of time, but anyway, there is 2 bolts in here that go into this frame, and then 1 bigger one that goes into here for each block. So we have 3 big bolts and 6 smaller bolts into each end here. So this is pretty locked in. It's not going anywhere, but the added cover will also stabilize this to prevent there from being any issues of it rattling loose or something. I just wanted to kind of point out there's more into this than it looks. So anyway, the sticker code deal is the first folks that come in are going to get them for free. And I'm going international with it. So don't worry. if you're in the Philippines or Indonesia. I know a lot of my folks are over there too, so I wanted to make sure that I got something set up to cover that. I will reach out to you and work with you if I know some of the addresses and things can be problematic in some areas. So like if you need to get it shipped to like a nearby business or something, and then you go over and pick it up from over there, I'll work with you. Just we'll deal through emails and stuff, but just order it as best you can, and I'll reach out to you if the address seems like it's going to be a problem. Anyway, so this is what the sticker looks like, and I'm going to have the codes over like here anyway. And so essentially, the first folks get them for free, and then after that, they're gonna go into the discount area, and there's a QR code on the sticker. So right now I'm gonna have that QR code going to just like the subscribe link for my YouTube channel. But that is the plan for this, is to like have a sticker club essentially. And that QR code's gonna go to a web page on my website, so which will have like unlisted videos for my, and like discounts and things that I cannot give out to everybody. And like the unlisted videos, there'll be like stuff that I don't really want to have out to the just general public of the website. But it's cool to like show you the behind the scenes, like walking around, show you some of the stuff behind the. Sometimes I'm working on stuff for many weeks, and then I'm just showing you an update. So if I can record a little bit in the middle, you can skip through it and stuff, but I can't post it up on my regular channel, on the regular deal, because it may cause like the algorithms to be wacky or something like that. So anyway, that's the plan for that QR code. So let's jump over to the RV project now, and we'll see how it goes. Okay guys, I'm gonna warn you, I use this truck, so it's not perfect, guys, but it gets used and abused anyway. So, but I wanted to kind of show you some of the stuff. I took it down. This is the like the brains of the setup here. I have this connected out, so it provides me a display up here of all my information going on in the truck. Got my solar charge controller up here. And of course, carbon monoxide detector, you know, need that in a truck anyway. So yeah, have my bed all cleared off right now. I need to get the sheets and stuff on it, but anyway, and then just like this is my portable solar setup that I put outside. It's kind of dark in here, but I'm kind of hoping I can show you the stuff. This is quite a bit different than I believe I had it before. You can see all my mess down here, but I do like it this way. It's kind of like easier to get to things, and I just kind of strap it down into the cabinet down below here. So I got my stove, all my stuff that's kind of like cabinet, you know, fire related is all in here. It's my hot water heater. I have a mini wood stove that I made this all myself. This works really great. This is probably like the 5th version or something. Triple lined up to the top. So yeah, no issues there. And yeah, it's kind of the deal. And you know, the shower's over here. It's kind of, you know, down and dirty. It works good. I take this out boondocking, so this is not set up for, you know, I mean, I could stay at RV parks or something, but this is really set up for just my being able to not have to worry about any power or anything in the area. I have a big inverter down here. This is a Genetry solar inverter hidden down in here. And then I also have my, what is this? It's a Power Max. I'll take you down. Wow. Anyway, it's a Power Max charger down in here. That I took it apart and I put a little control board inside of there, so it talks to my computer setup in here, and it will kick on the charge if the batteries get low. I have 800 watts up on the roof of the truck, so usually don't have an issue, but in the winter time I have a Onan generator, so I can switch over, power up the generator, run the charger to charge up the battery bank. I got a 600 amp hour setup, but I have more batteries that I can add to it as needed through these plugs. I have another one under the bed there. So anyway, that's pretty much the setup. Just wanted to share it. Yeah, it has AC, rooftop AC yet. I would like to get split AC for it so it doesn't use so much power. But yeah, that's pretty much my setup here. I like it. It gets used and abused. Probably not enough more recently because I've been so busy. But yeah, I really like the setup. Oh, I also have it's a propane RV furnace, and so that works out good for me. And this is actually a winter freezer, but I have a temperature thermostat on it to lower down the temperature on it, or well, I guess raise up the temperature. Anyway, so yeah, that's the status of this. So the plan is, a bigger plan is to move my inverters and everything, inverter and charger and everything, over to this side. This is a fold-out bed. Used to be, my son used to go camping with me all the time, but he's grown up and moved out, so it's time to like redo this area, and it'll grant me more storage for other things and consolidate things and get rid of some of the extra wiring if I get everything kind of mounted up in this area. Right under, like way back underneath all this, on the outside of the truck, there's a door for the generator. So this area kind of vibrates and stuff anyway, so I don't want, you know, it was kind of a sucky sleeping spot, but it worked. You know, we just didn't run the generator usually when he was in here, or if we did run it, you know, we would be outside. So anyway, yeah, just a little quick view of it all anyway. Hey, thanks for watching, guys, and catch you in a few.